Frenchman Enzo Juli in kart number 19. Shihab Al-Habzi from Oman in kart number 43. Kieran Crawley's M Sport team will start on row number 6 with Frenchman Isaac Hadjar. Senna Eckers and Delano Van Hoff will start from row 7, and Eduardo Cosatang on row number 8, the Filipino driver who had a penalty after qualifying yesterday. Lost his 2 best lap times. There was a few issues with track limits in the rain and drivers getting lap times cancelled, but the driver that didn't get anything cancelled is that driver there at the front of your screen, number 33, Evan Spenley. Evan, who was quick at Genk, but then only finished 22nd in the final. He comes into this weekend 13th in the points table. Angus Moolsdale, 7th in the championship. A fixture in and around the top 10 all weekend at Genk. In kart number 23, Georgi Dimitrov making his championship debut this weekend in kart number 123. Luis Delbart in kart number 112, 18th in the championship. Best finish of 16th in Genk. Then it's Alex Walker. We saw Alex at the X30 Winter Cup in Valencia in February, but missed the opening round. Back with the Crop Promotions team this weekend on the Mad Crop kart. Then it's the championship leader, number 1, Chris Lulham, on the outside of row number 3. Kai Askey and Josh Dufek on row 4. Enzo Juli and Dan Traeger on row 5. 9 countries, 15 drivers, 7 different chassis manufacturers, 1 defending European champion trying to make it 2 in a row. Drivers head out of turn number 8 up towards turn 9. Evan Spenley, well, he's doing a very good job of keeping a nice controlled pace. You wouldn't guess that this is the first time that Evan, the 13-year-old now based in Bladen in the UK, started up front in a European Championship event. He brings the field through turn number 12 into the tram lines. We wait for the lights to go out. It's a good start. Spenley takes the lead. Dimitrov darts into second place, but now Moolsdale does the crossover move into turn number 2. And Dimitrov has to concede that position. It was a good start, and Moolsdale back into second place, with Evan Spenley calm and cool, and now trying to pull away as they plunge down the back straight towards turn number 5 for the first of 8 laps into turn 5. Spenley with his 2 Fusion Motorsport teammates behind him. Moolsdale right there. And Angus Moolsdale, well, as long as he's not under pressure, he'll be content to sit there. Spenley runs a little bit wide though, coming out of turn number 8. That might give Moolsdale the opportunity, but into turn 10 he decides not to. Behind them there's a bit of a gap opening up to Dimitrov and the rest. And there goes Chris Lulham up the inside of Luis Delbart for 4th place. So already Lulham has gained 2 places into P4. Delbart in that green number 112 kart down to 5th. And then it's the number 25 kart of Alex Walker, who has made a solid start as well. Everybody safely through the first lap. Eduardo Cosatang for the back of the grid picking up a place. Senna Eckers, the Dutchman, falling to the back. Down the back straight though goes Spenley, now under some real pressure from Moolsdale. Moolsdale trying to work with Spenley, and Angus Moolsdale will probably work with Evan as long as he doesn't feel he's being slowed down. The minute he thinks that drivers behind are catching up, there was a mistake there from Moolsdale through turn at number 6. He just missed the apex ever so slightly, and that means that he's not in a position to push Spenley along through this next section. And it does mean that Dimitrov is now in the same screenshot, and so is Chris Lulham, and it's Delbart, and it's Walker and Delano Van Hoff. A great start from the Dutchman in kart number 17 from the 7th row of the grid up into P7 in front of Kai Aski, then Isaac Hadjar in the number 18 cart. But Evan Spenley continues to lead onto lap number 3. And he gets a little bit sideways, the back end just steps out, and now I think Dimitrov is going to make a move on Moolsdale. Moolsdale has to give best there to Georgi Dimitrov. And Evan Spenley is beginning to back the field up. Lulham is right there. Moolsdale fights back towards second place. They head into turn number 5, but Dimitrov holds him off. Lulham, Van der Hoff, Walker and Aski are all there. Luis Del Bart has slipped back to 9th place. And there goes Delano Van der Hoff. Well, Delano has got... They're on slick tyres. Delano has used those slick tyres. Maybe he just scrubbed them in a little bit better because he used them in qualifying and everyone else was on the wets. And there's Moolsdale having a little look at Dimitrov, and Dimitrov was having a little nibble at the inside of Evan Spenley going into turn number 6 there, turn number 11, and thought better of it as they complete lap number 3. Spenley, Dimitrov, Moolsdale, and there's Delano Van der Hoff passing Chris Lulham. So Van der Hoff into 4th place. Well, the young Dutchman from Dordrecht has certainly had his Weetabix this morning, because he's just driven past the reigning European champion and is closing in on the 3 leaders, and Van der Hoff started from 14th place on the grid. Through turn number 8 go the leaders. And there goes Van der Hoff now trying to squeeze at the inside of Moolsdale, and he makes the move. Number 17, WJS Racing kart. Well, we've just seen one of the WJS drivers, Lawrence Van Hoppen, win the X30 mini race, and his teammate Delano Van der Hoff has obviously been inspired by this and is really looking aggressive. And there he goes. Dimitrov looks over his shoulder. Van der Hoff will dive up the inside. Will he into turn number 2? Yes, he will. Oh, but he runs a little bit wide, and Dimitrov's sucking him into that one. Dimitrov feigned a defensive manoeuvre, and that forced Van der Hoff further offline than he wanted to. It's a 102.651 second best lap regardless for the Dutchman. However, that has maybe stopped his momentum ever so slightly, and it's allowed Dimitrov to escape with Spenley. Van der Hoff having to defend 3rd place from Moolsdale. Just behind them is Alex Walker, Isaac Hadjar, and Chris Lulham has slipped back to 7th place. Then it's Kai Aski, then it's Al Habzi, the Omani driver. Oh, nearly 3 wide. Van der Hoff now goes back in on Moolsdale, coming out of turn number 8. And so Van der Hoff does make the move stick this time. Well, we're approaching the end of lap number 5. And we'll see the gap. We'll see if Van der Hoff can pull away from Moolsdale. And Moolsdale is now fighting to keep Hadjar, Lulham, Al Habzi, Dufek at bay, and Chris Lulham has actually fallen back to 9th place. Lulham there trying to pick up a place going into turn number 2. But Spenley and Dimitrov, half a second apart, but they're 1.5 seconds up on this kart on the screen now. Number 17, Delano Van der Hoff. Delano into turn number 5. There go the 2 leaders through the bottom of your screen. Then it's Van der Hoff, and Van der Hoff has got Moolsdale, Walker, Hadjar, Aski, Al Habzi and Lulham right behind him. And I'm not sure if Lulham has a problem, but he certainly has been going backwards in this heat, and we're about to see Chris Lulham's undefeated streak come to a comprehensive end. All 15 drivers still running. Enzo Juli, who we were expecting good things from, has actually fallen back to 13th place. Luis Del Bart, from after an outstanding qualifying result, he slipped back to 12th place. Eduardo Cosateng, the Filipino driver, is up to 11th, and Shiab Al Habzi having a very good strong run in the number 43 M Sport kart. There goes Shihab Al Habzi in that predominantly blue 43 machine, his first race in the European Series, and is running in 10th place just behind Chris Lulham. But up at the front, Spenley continues to lead. Another new fastest lap from Delano Van der Hoff, 102.602. The gap, 3/4 of a second. And Van der Hoff, you can see, has pulled away from Moolsdale. So Moolsdale in 4th place, as Alex Walker in 5th for company. Then it's Kai Aski in 6th. But Van der Hoff is able to pull clear of them and try and close in on the 2 leaders. Will he run out of laps though as they come through turn number 9? Now bearing right before left into turn number 10. Spenley looking a little bit more comfortable now. We had a couple of little errors from Evan Spenley on about lap 3 and 4. Now he's settled into a rhythm. Dimitrov is following him, but he's not pushing him and he's not putting him under any pressure. And in fact, Dimitrov is about to come under pressure. There he is. He looks over his shoulders, sees that Van't Hoff is back, and now Dimitrov defends into turn number 2. Now, can Van't Hoff get up the inside going into turn number 3? No, he can't. Dimitrov defends into turn number 3. This is the last lap. So, halfway round, almost the final lap. But Van't Hoff has got the run on Dimitrov coming out of turn number 4. Great run and some great straight line speed being shown there from Van't Hoff. He was able to simply come through turn number 4, and it was almost mirror signal maneuver, but he's now got to hold on, because Dimitrov will try and come back at him. They're coming into turn number 8 now. Evan Spenley, as long as he keeps it on the grey stuff and off the green stuff, will take the win. He's not under pressure. The only pressure he's under is the pressure that he puts on himself now. But he's got 1 corner to go. Van't Hoff won't catch him, but what a drive from Delano Van't Hoff. From 14th to 2nd, Spenley takes the checkered flag. Van't Hoff was closing hand over fist there at the end in kart number 17, but he takes 2nd place. Great result for the young Dutchman. Georgi Dimitrov, equally so. Very, very sensible, mature drive, but he could not hold off Van't Hoff there on the last lap, but he still takes 3rd place. Angus Moolsdale comes home in 4th. Alex Walker 5th, youngest driver here in the field. Kai Askey takes a top 6 finish. Then the leading Frenchman home, the Zach Car entry of number 18, Isaac Hadjar, in 7th place. And Chris Lullum, just looking at Chris Lullum's lap times, 102.